timestamps exist in case you just want to skip forward. Oh my goodness, I already flubbed that. But I mean, there's not really much else to say. Yes, I was busy with a lot of things. That's why this video was coming later than I thought. But all you need to know is that future Jordan should probably be showing something on screen. And if you want to see the race, I'll either tag it at the end of this, or I don't know what I'm going to do. But without further ado, as we switch back here for a moment, yes, Unity Cup. And I've seen everything exploding in terms of, you know, the update actually came out, because obviously this is after the update. And so a lot of things happen, and I see content creators and streamers going crazy left, right, and center here. But on top of that, just at least to show the first 10, I'm just getting hassled by Agnes Tachyon, because if you didn't already know, I'll show it later again, that's why the timestamps exist, but my support cards are really, really weird. So I got my 2 SR Plus guarantee tickets from the shop. If you haven't, if you have the resources for them, get those tickets. But otherwise, yes, it's got 2 Marvelous Sundays, of which I already have 2 of the full. I have a max uncapped Marvelous Sunday as well. So without further ado, let's just show you the storage really quickly, as I also get rid of these both Marvelous Sundays here. This is the wrong place, but I mean, just to show that it is what it is. And then I'll show you the level up here. So first and foremost, if you've noticed here, you'll notice I have a level 45 Silent Suzuka from the event. The reason for that is because I have yet to still get my 2-star speed. So if I go over to these special missions, and yeah, I have a month, but just know I've been playing for this past, since the event came out. Obtain a Speed Spark 2-star upon completing a career playthrough. And then, yes, I'm also getting used to Unity Cup or Aoharu, because I'm pretty sure I left during Aoharu, but anyway, that's all you need to know on that. I'm not trying to uncap, but yeah, just to explain the reason why my cards look the way they do. But otherwise, if I were to show other stuff, and mainly things, yes, I got a Rico and a SSR Rico during my second 10 pull. That's not going to be the end-all be-all, because I don't have anything else. So basically, I'm also waiting for the Kita-san Black rerun banner. And so, yeah, without anything else, I mean, I did get a few pickups here and there. I got one more Sweet Tosho, of which that is still not completely uncapped. But otherwise, if you're curious as to what my current support card economy looks like, it's not great. That being said, I also didn't put my resources in the best places either, but I gotta do the best with what I've got. So, but yeah, without anything else, if you're curious as to see how my first Aoharu, I think I have the footage, but I don't think I'll throw it up just for the sake of time in this video. But it was not great. Gold Ship got 2 migraines, and then she locked me out of training 3 times, and then I proceeded to just take a rest that was my one and only rest. Got sleep deprived into a night owl, and then I night owl twice because I had no other alternatives. Or I tried to get rid of the night owl, and it didn't happen. So that was my first Aoharu with Gold Ship. But yeah, without further ado, I mean, look, you see the cards I have. They're okay. Pretty much, they're all free to play friendly, save for maybe the one Rico that I got. But aside from that, yes, also during training, people are noticing a lot of things now. I can see some not freakouts, but some surprise at the some of the quality of life. I already did my daily races, but if you even go that far, you can see during the daily races that you can now do multiple at once, which is nice. On top of other things like seeing events in the middle of the scenario, training events, and being able to see what they will do exactly. For example, you know, extra training, extra stats, lose energy, and, well, yeah, in the Aoharu scenario, Etsuko relationship up, or energy increase from the bottom, usually the bottom option. But aside from the surprises here and there, again, don't want to make this video too long, so without further ado, I don't think there's really much else to state. I'm just holding on to my carrots for when more Umas or support cards that I want come out. Primarily Kita-san Black, because if you didn't already see, my Kita-san Black is only one uncapped, so shrug. But yeah, without further ado, not gonna take up too much time in your video. If I add something at the end here, Leo Cup, I did win. I got into Finals B, and I guess we got a bunch of, I had a lobby with, I think, both trainers tried to train for Aoharu, but otherwise you'll see it later on. But yeah, their speed did not reach 1200. Mine didn't either, but didn't really matter because I was using an Oguri cap that had from Taurus Cup. So yeah, without further ado, if there's nothing else, I'll see you later, and the recording will edit here and cut here. And just to be thorough, this is pretty much my performance in the Leo Cup. It is not great, as you can already see the you can already see the win rates on screen. And obviously I was running a debuffer, but it wasn't the best either. Literally through one gold chip run and one nice nature together. Yes, I was farming nice gold chip runs, but my Oguri cap here, as you can see, just the Taurus Cup. And I did eventually switch my gold chip to an Aoharu gold chip, but it wasn't the greatest either, so basically I was just relying on Oguri Cap, who you might have seen got the most wins here. Day 1 was bad, day 2 was even worse. That's why I'm in B finals for Leo Cup, but if past Jordan didn't already explain it, I gave a short little rundown. Otherwise, these are not the stat lines you want to be in. I should have actually lost this, but I think, yeah, if I checked here, there's at least one other Uma, maybe two, that were also trained in Aoharu, but as you can see, not reaching 1200 speed still is a big factor. On top of not having medium S, for some reason, when I do get, I got long S instead, and so yeah, gold chip does not want to train. Now, obviously, there's a flip side to that. I did make my own mistakes as well, as you can see, yeah. And some of these, a lot of people just put in their Umas from Taurus Cup, which, you know, fair enough. It worked for me, even though I didn't get A finals, but you get the point. We didn't have a lot of time to do stuff. For me personally, I can explain myself because, well, had things personally happen to me. If you're not in tune to this channel, just know that things happen, and so I could not train as much in Musume. But otherwise, yeah, here's someone threw in a Seiyun Sky with less than 800 speed. You cannot do that. I think that Seiyun Sky could have actually won with an extra, even just an extra 300, 400 speed. But as you can see here, again, so this, obviously, I'm speaking here after the fact, and yeah, I think it's just, yeah, that Saiyan Sky and my gold chip, neither of which did pretty well, but I think my gold chip just got RNG'd back to the pack anyway. So as we get into this, I will explain a few things that did happen. I obviously did more than a few Aoharu runs because I'm trying to fix my team trials. I really should not have tried to train gold chip for the finals here, especially since I didn't make A anyway, but not saying B finals aren't important. And yes, these are not graded. Or the base, yeah, the grade. This is the graded group, so more rewards, more goodies, and a lot of fun stuff. Oh yeah, just waiting for the timestamp there. But otherwise, already late start, so didn't even need gate cap. I usually go for the secret event for a gold chip anyway. There are times in which you don't want to take not just gold gate cap, but just trying to win races. Obviously, now that we're in Aoharu / Unity Cup, racing a lot is not to your benefit because you want to just do the Unity Cup races and also maybe get a spark, but more importantly win for the sake of lots of goodies and bonuses. But otherwise, yeah, did a few, I think mainly gold chip and Haru Urara because I don't have any other dirt racers for my team trials, and then I'm slowly working towards Mile, basically replacing the lower grade Umas on my team trial team, which primarily consists of kind of Daiwa Scarlet. My Daiwa Scarlet's A rank, but obviously it's not just the rating, it's basically making them proper for the race. So I need to replace a Vodka, I need to replace a Silent Suzuka, and then right after that pretty much replacing everything else. But yeah, as we reach the middle here, I think my gold chip anchors away into right into the back of another Uma Musume, so didn't really help out there because she has to move, and this is before obviously the updates. By now, I think this video should be coming up after the update hits, and boy, as soon as I went into the update, I realized just how much they added in, and I don't think anyone said it, so I was just watching the Uma Musume global community kind of freak out over all of the changes, even though we knew they were coming, but there are more that were involved. So as we get into the final leg / final spurt here, yeah, that Saiyan Sky does shoot forward with angling and scheming, but unfortunately, because you have less than 800 speed, it doesn't go well. Even under 900 speed here means a lot, so my Oguri Cat pulls forward here. There's a Naruto Taishin coming up behind us, but yeah, literally just two Umas who are both from the Taurus Cup. Actually would have lost this if there was more distance, but hey, it's fine. Yeah, Aoharu trading was not great for us, but in my case, it's a lot of RNG and resources. Again, on the flip side of that, I did make mistakes training, but shrug. So yeah, with these last pretty much 2 minutes of the video-ish, again, I didn't want this video to be long, but there's a lot to explain that happened in the last week, even 2 weeks, because I haven't been doing a lot of Musume videos, but not really much else to it. If you want to see Legend Cup videos again, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm just kind of just gonna kind of be drifting around here and there. Maybe an extra video, but usually just coming in for Champions Meeting videos because, boy, maybe I can finally properly train my Umas. Yes, Aoharu / Unity Cup does, the scenario training does, for me at least, increase my total stat cap, or total stat total, by about 300, 400, which is a lot, actually. Usually values of about a couple hundred are a significant change. It may not seem like it, but it is, especially since we're now, I think now at least Silent Suzuka gets the whatever it's called, the other strategy for Frontrunner, which I'm going to try doing for the next, well, if I can do it. That'll mean I have to make 3 aces, because I always want to enter Gold Ship, but shrug, right? Again, just going over the Umas here, not really much to say. Either it's Taurus Cup, maybe a few trained for the Leo Cup, but otherwise, I mean, we all did our best. But yeah, just for Unity Cup, it's you get extra stats out of it. Now, in my opinion, it's kind of an odd example of if you're doing great already, you're gonna do even better, and if you weren't doing so great, you'll get some value, but not as much as someone who has the resources, pretty much. And again, I'm not saying that this only includes whales. You could be lucky and have gotten the support cards you needed. I mean, I'm sure there will be a handful of trainers, maybe more so, who do all the 10 pulls for 100 free support cards, and they have a max SR Rico for the duration of Aoharu, on top of maybe a Rice Shower. But yeah, without further ado, I think I'm mainly borrowing my Rice SSR maxed out Rice Shower power for Aoharu, because now I obviously have my own Rico. But yeah, without further ado, still tweaking my own scenario runs, obviously depending on team trials, but if I'm doing things for the next Champions Meet, then I will. But yeah, without further ado, not really much else to say. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. If you have anything to say, you know what to do. If you want to support me, you know what to do. But yeah, nothing else to really say. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!